Hey everyone, I'm Josh. I will be your host today. And today we are in Gunma. So if you take a Shinkansen out to Gunma, it's only about an hour. It's a beautiful mountainous region and it's really famous for Daruma, as you can see behind me, and onsen. Gunma is great for a day trip or even an overnight stay. And we're gonna show you some of the best places to go. We're going to start off with Shorinzan Darumaji. So Shorinzan was built in 1697. It's said to be the original birthplace of the Daruma. When we just walked in, there was this huge pile of burnt Daruma, which they do every single year. If you didn't know, Daruma are meant for making wishes. So when you first get one of these Daruma, you see the black eyes. Neither of them are filled in. And so when you buy a Daruma, you make a wish, and then you fill in one of the eyes. So once your wish has been granted, you fill in the other eye, and then at the end of the year, you go and burn it. Right next to this giant Daruma here is a shop where you can buy your own. Let's go have a look. So you can go from this small guy, which is 700 yen, or if you're feeling a little bit more, you want to get a little bit more luck in the year, you can go for this big boy, which is 75 centimeters. Where better to get your Daruma than from the birthplace of Daruma in Gunma? But if you can't make it out to the temple, you can go to Daimonya, which is the largest producer of Daruma in the country. They produce over 70,000 Daruma every single year, including this big guy. If you're coming out to Shorinzan, you should make sure to plan your day ahead because the buses only come once or twice an hour. Or you can do what we did and rent a car. It's really easy and pretty cheap too. So right now we're in the middle of Shima Onsen, and as you can see, I'm rugged up because it's gotten a little bit more chilly. Shima Onsen means 40,000 onsen, which doesn't mean that there's 40,000 onsens. That would be quite awesome, but it means that the water in the hot springs is said to cure 40,000 different ailments. I need to really get my legs back into shape, so maybe we go and jump into one. Kusatsu, Hakone, even all around Mount Fuji. All these onsens get so much love, but in Shima Onsen, there is one really magical place I need to take you to that makes it worth coming all the way out to Gunma. I made it down to this beautiful river area because adventure is fun. Sometimes you want to just go and run and see something. I mean, you gotta also be safe. Remember to be safe while you're running around doing all this stuff. But come on, sometimes you just gotta live a little, man. You gotta have some fun in the snow. I'm gonna come back. Let's check out the onsen. Fuck off. How do I get up? Sometimes I just feel like a kid. I gotta run and jump into a river. But speaking of, this whole Shima Onsen is split into 3 different areas. The lower area, which is around here. Central, which is further up and filled with a bunch of different gaming arcades, footbaths, and different shops. And then the upper area, which is used actually for fishing. And all this water just flows down into a really beautiful gorge at the end. Some of these shops look like they've actually maybe been shut down or they're not being used anymore. But you can see from how old everything looks that there is a lot of history here. Here it is. So this ryokan, Sekizenkan Ryokan, is said to be one of the inspirations behind Spirited Away. I can see why. You can see the multi-levels. There's 5 different levels of rooms to stay in, and probably an incredible onsen to relax in. This ryokan is over 300 years old. There is so much history behind this place that I feel like if you're walking through the halls, you might even see a couple of spirits. You can see why the river was a lot warmer than I thought it was when I put my hands in the water. It's because of this. All of the onsen water is probably flowing out into the river and going down and out, which means I'm touching everyone's used center water. But what I love about onsen is how clean it is. Washing before you go into onsen and the whole onsen etiquette is really important to follow whenever you go to any public bath in Japan. We're in Agatsuma Gorge right now. It's in the middle of the mountains here in Gunma. It is so beautiful if you're into nature and if you're into just this scenery. It's beautiful. I don't know why Gunma doesn't get more recognition for these beautiful places. You might not have even heard of it before this video, but you should definitely come check this out. It's super pretty in like autumn. Like all these trees would be so red. But like even just in winter, seeing how blue the river is so beautiful. Makes you want to like jump in, but then regret it instantly after. Like, even if I'm like freezing cold at the end of it, I would jump in. Just to experience it. We don't even have towels. Actually, I said we didn't have towels. I brought my pocket towel just to go to the onsen. Number one tip, if you're coming to a place that's famous for onsen, bring your own little pocket towel. One that like dries really quickly. Best idea ever. It looks like someone just dumped a bucket of blue dye into the lake. If you want like those Arctic waters or the Antarctic waters, but you don't want to go all the way to Antarctica, come to Gunma. So apparently this tunnel right here is Japan's smallest tunnel. If you think that's 70 meters, let me know, because that doesn't look like 70 meters. The sign says 70 meters. Okay, so my Japanese is good, right? It's good, but it's not good enough to recognize that a dot between the kanji 7 and 2 means 7.2. It's not 72 meters, it's 7.2 meters. Right here, we're standing right next to this railway. There's something like incredible that you can do here. It's called agattan. It's a mixture of agatsuma and gattan. It's like an onomatopoeia word, gattan gotong, gattan gotong. If you can kind of visualize it in your head, it's the sound like a train track would make. Gattan gotong, gattan gotong. But instead of going along the train track on a train, you go along on bikes, which is so cool to me. There's two bikes that go along both rails and you just get to ride a bike along a really, way longer than I thought railway. And so the reception where you book it is just right over there. And then you ride all the way up into the distance. I wish we had time to do this. Why didn't you give me enough time to do this? I ride to the top of Japan, I ride to the bottom of Japan, I ride all over Japan, and I can't ride on a railway because of your time management skills. No, I'm joking. Which is why you need to plan enough time when you come to Gunma. Stay the night, it's so worth it. So when you're road tripping through Gunma, you just went to the gorge, you just cycled along an incredibly long railway. It is absolutely necessary to stop at a Michi-no-eki just like this one, called Agatsumakyo Michi-no-eki. It's a great place to just relax, chill out, get some food, and just take a breath. Look at these little ninjas. They've got sticks as katana. That's so cute. It makes sense that they have this here because there's a huge ninja and like samurai culture in this area, in Gunma. It's so cute. I've been like all around Japan, like driven all around Japan, but I haven't seen many Michi-no-eki like this. It's really like modern and wooden. It's so wooden. Like it's really pretty. There are so many like local breweries, nihonshu, all in this area. There's so many. It's great for omiyage as well. Omiyage, as you know, souvenirs. For like 2 liters, it's only 2,000 yen. It's like, yeah, it is a lot cheaper than I thought too. Will you guys like cover if I buy this big one? So if you like Naruto, you're gonna love this area. I haven't seen a Michi-no-eki like dedicate one spot to an anime. I watched Naruto when I was a kid, but I watched it in English because that's all that was on TV. I mean, now I watch it in Japanese, or I watch it all in Japanese, but at the time it was all in English. Oh, it's like got some weight to it, like it's a real katana. Just kidding, it's wood. If you're a collector, like this is the place for you. They've got acrylics and keychains for every character. This is the only place in Japan that you can get these designs. Like it's only in this Michi-no-eki. So if you want these, you gotta come here. Iwabitsu-san is a mountain that's about 5 kilometers from here. Doesn't it look a little familiar? They've got gacha pins as well. I wonder if I get my boy. As customary in any Michi-no-eki, you gotta get some food. They have a really wide selection of food here, and something that I thought was quite unusual was Oyako-ten Udon, which it's usually just oyakodon, which is chicken and egg over rice, but this is tempura chicken and egg with udon. I mean, this is just kind of new to me, so let's just dig in. Oh my god. They got the okra in here and a little plum as well for all you sour freaks. Let's try the noodles. Perfectly chewy. The dashi, the broth, is so perfect as well. I'm
already re-energized to get back on the road. Udon is really great, but my favorite noodles is soba. Soba noodles are perfect for winter, like for warming you up, and they're perfect in summer. But udon is like, if you really want something to chew on, udon is like the best thing. I don't know why, but like whenever I eat udon, I mean, I do know why it's hot, but like my whole body is I'm so sweaty. One thing I really do love about this Michi no Eki is that there's a dog run right in front of us. There's actually dog runs at most Michi no Ekis, but this one's really pretty. There's a park. I could just live here. You don't just want to stay here for the night? We could just stay here. So they do have an onsen here at this Michi no Eki, which is quite rare. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the private bath to show you guys, so it just does go to show to book in advance. To make myself feel a little bit better, I bought myself a bento. Oh yeah, by the way, thank you so much to Agatsumakyo Michi no Eki for allowing us to check out all the pre-sale goods that they have on offer here. We're in Ikaho Onsen right now, and it is most famous, I think, for these crazy amount of stairs. There are 365 steps all the way to the top. And while you're going up, lining both sides, there's a bunch of different shops that have such good food. There's a really nice cafe that does this cool lemonade that I really like. So many onsens and ryokan line all the streets as well. So you've got a lot of places to choose from to just relax and stay the night. So this is the first of 365 steps right here. And they actually count it at the start of everything. You can see it. That was the 7, and then we have to go all the way up to 365. One thing that I really like about this place as well is that there is like no foreigners here. It's pretty like unknown to tourists coming to Japan. Even right now, I don't see any foreigners except for us. Such a beautiful ryokan. And then you get an incredible view of the mountains as well. If you get lucky enough to have like a room on the corner, then you get like the beautiful view when you wake up, amazing sunrise. And during winter, you get to see all the snowy mountains. It's incredible. Along the stairs, there's this really like famous manju shop, like these steamed buns. And they're supposed to be really good, but unfortunately, it's closed today. So I'm gonna enjoy some Shateki instead. Shateki is a really like old school like game that you play where you have a gun, like an air gun and a cork. So you put the cork in the top and then you load it like this. And then aim your best. Yeah. Ois. I want the duck. Ois. ありがとうございます。ね、できました。ありがとうございます。We won! I won mini cola, a little rubber ducky, and Choco Baby. Not sponsored, by the way. I mean, winning 3 things at Shateki is not bad. I did want to get like a bigger prize, like the bubble blower. It just means I'll have to come back and try again next time. But as for now, I'm happy. I'm happy with my winnings, all right? I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm back in Tokyo now. I hope you guys enjoyed checking out all the amazing sights to see in Gunma, and it gave you a little bit of an idea of what more to do when you head over there yourself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.